Hey everyone, how's it going? Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on the One Piercing Note quest. Now, for this quest there are no requirements needed, and you'll also need no items either. The items that you do require during the quest you can obtain during it. There are some additional rewards you can unlock at the end of this quest which do require specific requirements and items, but I'll talk about that at the end of the video. So anyways, on to the quest starting point. So we're currently at the Alcarid Lodestone, which can be accessed via the Lodestone network. And from here we're going to head in the direction of the east to find an abbey. You're going to go past an area with some desert strike worms, and then the abbey is just after that. If you just watch where my character's going, I'll take you to the quest starting point. So once you're outside the abbey, you want to talk to Sister Katharina to start the quest. Once you've finished speaking to her and you've started the quest, we now need to go find Abbess Benita, who can be found in the northwest part of the abbey, so just watch where I'm going. So once you've finished speaking to her, we need to head to the cells, which can be found in the southeast corner of the abbey. So if you just watch where I'm going once again. And then once you reach the cells, you want to enter the closest one over here, and then you want to inspect both the bed and the window. Once you've finished doing this, you now need to head to the northwest corner of the abbey. Once over here, you want to search the beds to find another cloth. And once you've done that, you then need to run directly south into this room over here and inspect the body. So once you've done that, we now need to question 5 people around the abbey and ensure we ask them all the different dialogue options, as you'll need to uncover different clues from each person. So the first person we're going to speak to is Valerio, who is a musician outside the abbey, and you want to speak to him and go through all the dialogue options until it's come up in the chat box that you've uncovered 3 different clues about him. As long as you go through all the dialogue options, you should find out what the 3 clues are. Once you've finished speaking to Valerio, we now need to go see Eleanor, who is found north of the cabbages, and again you want to go through all the dialogue options until you've uncovered 3 clues about her. Once you've done that, you then need to speak to Cecilia, who is in the main hall, and once again go through all the dialogue options to uncover 3 clues. Next you want to go see Katharina, who is in the main hall, and there's 2 clues to be uncovered here. And the final person we need to speak to is Deborah, who can be found under the clock. So what you need to do is run north and then go up 2 flights of stairs. Once you operate the clock mechanism to show 12 o'clock, you'll then want to speak to her to uncover 2 different clues. So once you've spoken to everyone and found out all the different clues from them, you want to return to Abbess Benita, where we was near at the beginning of the quest, and then you'll be given the option to choose who you think the suspect is. Choose any suspect you want, as it doesn't affect the quest. So after you finish bingo, you now need to climb down the stairs north of the main hall. So again, just watch where I'm going. Once you're down here, you want to investigate the bloodstains. You then need to also investigate the body and the robe cabinet. Once you're finished doing this, you want to return to Abbess Benita and speak to her again to get a key. So once you've got the key from her, you want to go into the kitchen, which is the room just next to the one that Abbess Benita is in, and you want to search the nearby sacks. Then once you've done that, you want to head back to the cells, and we're going to enter the third cell along, and you want to search the bed in here. You'll find different letters. You want to read through all the letters, and then you want to go talk to Valeria the musician about Eleanor's death. Once you've done that, you want to return to Cecilia in the main hall and talk to her again for a clue. And then once again you need to return to Abbess Benita and once again select any suspect. Once you finish bingo, you want to tell Katharina, who is dancing outside, to return to the Abbey, and once you speak to her, a cutscene will take place. After the cutscene, you want to climb the nearby ladder and operate the winch. Once you've done that, you then want to talk to Valerio. And then once you finish speaking to him, you want to return to Abbess Benita and go through all the different dialogue options, and you'll get all these different answers to choose. The first answer you want to select is "we should lay a trap," the second answer is "a new victim," and the third one is "they were all associated with Valerio." So now we need to plan to catch the killer. So what you want to do first of all is pick a cabbage, which you'll find in the main centre of the Abbey, and then you want to return to the cellar where we found the bloody body earlier. Once down here, you need to click on the small candelabrum and then use a cabbage on it. Next you want to search the robe cabinet and use the robes on the cabbage. Once you've done that, you need to hide in the cabinet and then wait for the killer to come out. After the cutscene, you want to try and knock out the killer, and then you want to pursue after it. Obviously just keep going in the direction that the killer is, and eventually he should lead you to the clock tower where you spoke to Deborah earlier. So once you go through all the different dialogue options, the killer will mention dancers, and you want to operate the clock to show 12 o'clock again, like you did a little bit earlier on. So after the killer's been stopped, you want to speak to Sister Deborah once again, and she'll leave, and you must talk to Anna. Anna will break from her madness and regret her actions, and 3 options will appear as you talk to her. However, choosing any of them results in Sister Anna falling off the tower. You'll then see another cutscene, and after the cutscene's ended, you'll return to Abbess Benita's office, where you have 2 choices. You can either reveal Anna as the culprit to the horror of the Abbess and Valerio, or you can reveal that it was the Ripper demon who possessed her. Regardless of what option you pick, Abbess Benita will thank you and it will come with congratulations. You've completed the one piercing note quest. You're awarded 2 quest points, 250 prayer experience, Cithara robes. These robes have the ability to recharge 33 prayer points per tick while listening to the musician, but you must be wearing all 4 robe pieces. You would have unlocked the Troubadour dance emote. You'll have the ability to make Illuminated God Books with a requirement of level 60 prayer and crafting. You also have the ability to obtain a holy artifact from underneath the abbey, which will get you an additional 50,000 prayer experience. However, certain other items are needed to achieve this, and I'll talk about that in a moment. You also get 2 treasure hunter keys and 2 hearts of ice. So overall, pretty easy quest, just a lot of running around and talking to different people. The main sort of rewards from this are kind of the ones that you can come back for later. So obviously you have the ability to make Illuminated God Books. These are an enhanced version of the regular God Books, but obviously, like I said, you require 60 prayer and craft in order to do them. The first time that a God Book is made, you'll receive 10,000 experience in both prayer and crafting for each completed God Book, which makes it possible to get a total of 60,000 in both prayer and crafting. So as for the other reward, to obtain the Holy Cithara, you need a different variety of equipment and must meet certain holy requirements. So the player must be on a standard spell book. You need to equip a Ring of Visibility, which you get from the Desert Treasure quest. You need to be wearing a GhostSpeak Amulet or a Cramulet, and you also need 6 pieces of acceptable Saradomin equipment, which I'll talk about in a moment. You also need 100% run energy and 100% prayer points, and must have no items aligned with any other god equipped or in your inventory. So there's a lot of different items that class as the items dedicated to Saradomin. Now in the video description I will list what you can wear under each sort of like item slot, so for your head, body, leg wear, etc. And like it says, you need to be wearing at least 6 pieces of acceptable Saradomin equipment to be able to obtain the item. So once you have all those requirements and items, you can head back into the cellar where we tried to catch the killer earlier. So if you just watch where I'm going. And then over here is where you can actually obtain the item, but like I said, you must have all those requirements to be able to take it, otherwise you can have some damage dealt against you. When you successfully take the Holy Cithara, you will receive 50,000 prayer experience, which will bump you up quite a few levels. But other than the extra sort of rewards at the end, pretty standard quest, and at the current moment there are no other quests required by completing this one. Just some desert achievement diary tasks are the only things you'll need to complete this for. But if you get stuck at all, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best as I can. If not, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers guys, bye bye.